So today I am going to explain you part 3 of Kingdom Protista, that is Euglena. These are freshwater plants. They will remain in stagnant water. They do not have any cellulosic cell wall, and their cell wall is made up of protein rich layer and which is called as pellicle, which makes them flexible. They have two flagella, that is one short and one long. They arise from the basal granules, and these granules are called as blepharoplast, and the flagella bear hairs on them. They move through expansion and contraction of the body, and this expansion and contraction is called metabody. They have pigments like plants, and they are photosynthetic in the presence of sunlight but behave as heterotrophs in the absence. Example include Euglena and Ficus. So here it is clearly discussed that the pigments like on the leaves, similar pigments they are having, and that's why they do photosynthesis. Discussing about Euglena, that is one of the organism from euglenoids. These are actually the connecting link between the plants and animals. These are actually free living. They can be freshwater and flagellate, which moves by the two different methods. Methods include euglenoid movement and flagellar movement. Euglenoid movement, that is of contraction and expansion, called wriggling movement, and flagellar movement, which is a stichomymatic flagella. Now, body is also covered with pellicle, that is a protein layer coat. The reserve food is in the form of paramylum. There is no sexual reproduction over here, only asexual reproduction is there, which is through longitudinal binary fission. When we look at the diagram, we see that from these basal granules over here, these flagella occur. This is a longer flagella and the shorter flagella is present inside. There is a contractile vacuole, the nucleus, the pellicular striations which form the strands, the pellicle outer layer, ectoplasma and chromatophores. The next, fourth of the Protista kingdom is slime molds. From the name we can say that these are slimy in nature. They don't have any chlorophyll. They are surrounded by plasma membrane, and one stage of their life is amoeboid structure. Now they grow on decaying vegetation. They just behave like fungi. They have a saprotrophic nutrition. They have a cellulosic cell wall, except fungi have a cell wall made up of chitin. They form fruiting bodies when there is unfavorable conditions. These are formed fruiting bodies which forms asexual reproduction, and these bear spores which undergo the further reproduction process. Talking about the types, there are two types, cellular and acellular. Cellular are haploid, uninucleated, naked, means there is no plasma membrane. They are also called as mixed amoebae. They move freely through amoeboid movement, and they also do phagotrophic or holozoic nutrition like Dictyostelium and Polyspondylium, whereas acellular grow on cellular slimy masses, which is damp rich places found, and also grow on dead and decaying matter, and these are diploid, whereas these are haploid. Example is Physarum, Physaria and Fuligo and Dictydium. The last part of this kingdom Protista is protozoans. Now these are actually heterotrophs, and these are the parasites, or they also act as predators. So these are the three modes, means there is no autotrophic mode of nutrition. They are the primitive relatives to the animals. Here there are four further subtypes: amoeboid protozoan, flagellated protozoan, ciliated protozoan and sporozoans. Amoeboid protozoans are either freshwater, seawater, or they are found in moist soil. They capture and they do movement both by pseudopodia. They are having marine forms with silica shells like entamoeba. Whereas flagellated protozoans are free living and parasitic. They have flagella. They cause diseases. So here the name suggests that they have a flagella, but these are pathogenic as they cause disease, like trypanosoma causes sleeping sickness, which is flagellated protozoan. The third is a ciliated protozoan, which is aquatic and do active movement due to thousands of cilia. They have a cavity gullet for ingestion due to the coordinated movement of the rows of cilia. The name suggests they have many cilia on their outer body like paramecium. Sporozoans have spore-like life cycle. The example include Plasmodium, which causes a malarial parasite, which is also a protozoan. So these are the 4 subparts of protozoans, and in this way we complete kingdom Protista.